Hi guys, my name is Angelica. I am a former preschool teacher and a mom, and these are my top 5 things I wish I knew before I started my homeschooling and my teaching journey. The first thing I wish I knew when I started my homeschooling journey was there are a lot more free resources out there than a lot of people think. The first one is Pinterest. All the different Pinterest boards and all of the different resources that other moms and other teachers do, as well as teachers pay teachers. I thrive on teachers pay teachers. Well, I absolutely love teachers pay teachers. There is different categories. There's things that are for free on there. I always go for the things that are free, and they go by themes, they go by age range. Great resource. And my last one that a lot of people don't really know about is the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Dolly Parton basically started a book, almost like a book subscription, kind of like a Love Avery or a KiwiCo, but for books, where you get a monthly subscription of free books sent to your home depending on your zip code. My particular zip code doesn't receive that, but I think it's still an amazing resource for other people. So the second one is a bit controversial for some. It is that your child does not need to learn how to read by kindergarten, as well as they don't need to learn geography. Although all of these are great, all these are really awesome to have. Your child does not need to learn geography, and they do not need to learn how to multiply and be able to do extended math by the time that they get to kindergarten. Of course, we still want to encourage those things, and we always want to help with development. So if we see that they're developing and they're growing in those aspects, absolutely take full course and go with it. I would not focus so much on making sure and ensuring that they have those things set in stone before they get to kindergarten. This third one is something that I particularly learned when I was a teacher myself, is that sometimes your kids or your child or anyone, even myself, is not grasping the lesson that's being taught, or it just doesn't resonate with them. The material isn't sticking well with them. So you're going to have to be able to change on the fly. For example, I had one circle time that I noticed nobody was paying attention. Even myself was sitting there like, I don't know why I'm even teaching this at this point. So I completely scratched the lesson for that day. I had everybody stand up and we went over outside and we had an outdoor lesson. It's okay to change things on the fly. It doesn't have to stick to the curriculum that you made for that day. They are still learning, they are still engaging. So that's perfect. That's perfectly fine. This fourth one I think is quite important. There are going to be lessons that you're not really sure of. You might even have a curriculum book that you base most of your homeschooling from, or you're teaching what you initially planned out and you research and you spent all this time on trying to figure out, how do I teach my child to write? What are those baby steps? What do I need to do first? That is perfectly okay. That is okay. You don't really know what you're doing. That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly normal. Or on the contrary, is you're teaching something and it turns out it's wrong. That's also perfectly fine. Just making sure you go back and you explain and you correct and you teach that new way. Kids will adapt just like you should. My fifth and final thing I wish I knew before my homeschooling journey and my teaching journey as a preschool teacher: sometimes you're going to want to give up, plain and simple. Sometimes you're going to want to give up. Sometimes you're going to want to quit because this isn't made for you, or you're just not that type, or it comes easier to other people. We're going to completely scratch that mindset and we're going to throw it away. It's super easy to just want to throw in the towel and not do it. I'm telling you, you are trying. You are trying, and I'm speaking to myself at this point. You are trying, and that is all that matters. Everybody is trying, and some may seem like they have it together, but they are asking just as many questions as you are in the background, and that is okay. You are doing a good job. So I know sometimes it might feel like you might want to quit, but just remember that there's someone on the other side who's probably like 2 feet tall that really, really appreciates you taking that time to do that thing that you don't have to do. And it's really, really, really amazing that you're doing that. So keep on trying. That is all I have. That is all of the 5 things I wish I knew before I started my homeschooling and my teaching journey. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys like, share, subscribe, comment down below some ideas that you might have for next video or any tips and tricks that you might have. I would love to hear it. Thank you so much and have a good night. Bye.
Com alguém para quem possa dizer: olha quantas estrelas.